It's that thing shit. Look.
Fuck a chick, a young nigga been verified. Money, power, respect will help you live a better life. The blind leading the blind. I speak facts all in my rhymes, and I won't blame the next. But coming at your neck for that shine BBS, they will hang you out to dry like a clothesline. I guess that my flesh be your flesh. If you sleep and get good rest, and they say money don't rest, so I'm moving Texas slow, blowing gas. Texas.
What up YouTube, Topaz Jace here, back with another requested review, and this one is to Second Nature Fallout. And this is the first time I've reviewed one of your projects in 2.5 years, pretty much coming up on 3 years in December, man. And it's always great for this type of shit, man, because we can see your progression from then to where you're at now. Now, the first thing you have to remember, my dude, is that this shit is a fucking marathon. Like, you have to be in this shit for the long fucking haul. There's no overnight gaining of skills or anything like that, or fame, you feel me? This is something that you build up from the fucking bottom through the fucking bricks while nobody is paying attention to you. And you, quite honestly, sound like you have been working as I listen to this project. See, in the review for that Vape Life, I asked you to become more consistent with your beat selection process. Pretty much select better beats all the fucking time, and I definitely hear that in this. Quite honestly, there's only maybe 1 or 2 beats on here that I felt were a little iffy, but overall, solid damn selections here. But you gotta look at it like this, man. Okay, you're trying to make a pound cake here. What you doing is you shipping out, going to Brazil and shit, trying to get the finest of sugar cane, man, the best sugar in the fucking planet, to mail that shit directly to you, and now you got that. But yet, your flour ain't right, and you ain't got enough eggs, and all of that shit, man. So ultimately, you could have the finest of sugar cane, but yet that pound cake ain't gonna come out that great. You gotta have the total package, man, but yet having those dope beats, man, is a nice core piece to have. Now, your lyrics are still a work in progress, man. I'm hoping by now that you've adapted to a regimen, like how Wale used to do those no day offs and such, man, where he would write some shit every fucking day. I personally had a lyrical boot camp and such, man, where I would write a full song every fucking day. And it's important that you do it every fucking day, because there's gonna be days where you're not going to want to write lyrics. Now, the reason why that is so damn important is so that whenever you are tired and you're in the booth or you're having a bad day and shit, you could still create solid music. But yet, them days that you are fucking feeling it, where you actually want to write some shit, where you got some motivation, that's when you gonna come out with that fucking fire. That's why you got to do repetition. You got to write all the fucking time. And you gotta definitely continue to work on your knowledge, man. Continue to understand what's going on in the world so that you can make critical punchlines about it for all of the people that's following it. You gotta get your vocab right, man, and you gotta just continue pushing, man, and you will continue to see improvement. Now, before I told you that your delivery was actually pretty cool, man, but yet that was 2.5 years ago, man. You've gotten to the point where you can update that shit now, because when you hop up on the track, you're not a commanding voice. You are not to the point that when you start spitting that people have to sit down and listen to you, you feel me? Like, technically speaking, you are on beat, you are doing pretty solid with what you're saying, but yet the emotions of it aren't coming out 100. Like, look at it like acting and shit, man. A solid actor can read the lines that he has on the paper and still get jobs, but yet the best actors are the ones that make you feel what the fuck they're saying, even though they do not actually relate to the individual character that they're portraying and shit, but yet they still make that shit believable. You got to get to that level in which you're not there yet. And that all boils down to repetition again, man. That's all about knowing your lyrics and shit when you write it, just memorizing again, man, and spitting that shit as constant as you fucking can. The more and more you do it, the more and more comfortable you'll become, man, and the better you'll fucking be. I mean, you'll get to the point, man, where you can write some damn lyrics, man, and not even have to practice that much, like really only read it a couple times, and then you can go in the booth and spit that shit in one take with all the effort it really needs, man. But yet you're building towards that, man, and all of this shit, it takes like tons of time to do that shit. A lot of people don't get to that level until like 10 years in the game. But But yet if you're pushing like this is the most important thing in your life to do, man, you wake up all the time doing this shit, then shit'll speed past a little bit faster. Still, even with that being said, there are some solid joints on here that I like that Houston T, Yesterday, Cliche. Them joints is cool, man, but yet you still haven't reached that level where I'm like, I have to have this music. I have to keep this in my playlist. It's going to get played for me for years and years to come. But yet, you're still grinding your way up to that level. So what you gotta do, man, you gotta keep practicing, man. You gotta keep writing, keep memorizing, man. Keep learning more shit. Keep following what's going on in the culture, man. And use that shit into your repertoire. So people will relate to your shit, therefore making it more potent. So everybody go ahead, check out this project, man. The link to it is gonna be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there. And you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.